A cursed crew adrift on a dark, treacherous sea, where even the rum could betray you. Is Pirate Borg the ultimate dark Caribbean adventure for you? Well, let's reveal. Hi, hello, I'm Turk, and welcome back to the Grouch Couch, where we help you decide if the latest TTRPGs are worth it for your table, or if they should just walk the plank. Today, we're diving headfirst into Pirate Borg, a grimdark, rum-soaked, rules-light TTRPG from Limithron and Luke Stratton, published by Free League Publishing. Disclaimer, we did a review on this one before, but we're doing an updated one, and we have also done a 3-part actual play series on this book if you want to check it out, card wherever and down in description. All right, to start, what is it? What is Pirate Borg? It is, of course, a dark fantasy TTRPG that's equal parts Black Sails and Pirates of the Caribbean and your worst undead nightmare. It is an expansion to the Borg system, of course, so if you know the original's gritty vibe, expect the same edge, but with more cannons and cutlasses. We've done a review on Borg as well, so you can feel free to check that out. The price for this thing is about $20 for the PDF on DriveThruRPG. Remember, you could use our link to it down in the description of the video to help support the show, but also for $40, you can get the hardcover from Limithron's site. And I will say that this hardcover is beautiful. Wait for the outside section of the video. Now we're talking release date. This beauty made landfall here in 2023. There are some extras as well. Limithron offers a Foundry VTT module that we did use for ours, and it's awesome. They have reference cards, they got play mats, and even some additional stories that are really, really good. Limithron's done a good job here. All right, so now we're talking about the outside of the book. The Pirate Borg book is a tactile joy. It's got a really nice embossed hardcover that feels like aged leather almost, making you want to just clutch it like a treasure. The art in this thing is stunning, all right? Luke Stratton did a fully colored job here with hauntingly gritty illustrations, and they are a love letter to anyone who's ever dreamed of skeleton crews and cursed islands, all right? At just over 120 pages, it's really compact, but it is very dense. The book is small enough to carry around, easily, and I know that because I did while we were doing our 3-part actual play series. I just carried this thing around everywhere, and it was awesome. I felt like some kind of cool guy with my cool guy book. All right, so now we're going to talk about the inside. What's included with this bad boy? This book includes everything you need for a grim pirate adventure, okay? You got some rules for character creation, of course, which we'll get to in a second. It's got combat and naval warfare systems, the best combat and naval warfare systems that I think I've ever played ever, but we'll get to that in a minute. It's got a rich, cursed Caribbean setting for you to play in. My physical copy actually came with a map that I've got up on my wall. It has a bestiary of terrifying zombie pirate creatures. We love those. And it's got tables for random encounters, loots, and cursed relics. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the rules and the gameplay of this book, just enough to see if you want it or not. Pirate Borg does stay true to its Borg roots. I almost said that wrong. You roll D20s for everything, all right? Combat, skill checks, and even singing sea shanties, all right? All the rolls are player forward, meaning you even roll that D20 for defenses and stuff like that, all right? Actions come with risks, okay? Healing by drinking rum might help, or you might end up vomiting on your boots and taking damage. It's really fun here. There's actual drinking rules and mechanics here. All right, there's also this thing called Devil's Luck that allows players to mitigate disastrous rolls, but it's kind of limited, like a lifeline that's just slowly fraying away. And the Devil's Luck really kind of does help in this system. Borg has a similar thing that I think that you use called Omens. It's perfect for that. All right, when it comes to character creation, you choose a class like Swashbuckler, Zealot, or Gutterborn Scum. You roll for your stats. You got Strength, Agility, Presence, Toughness, and an additional one of Spirit. I think this system has 5 instead of Borg's 4. You randomize your equipment, your weapon, and you even get a hat, which is very cool. But do big warning here. I think the character creation system is easy and fast because you might be making a lot of different pirate characters, because death in this system does come swiftly, much like its roots from Borg. And let's talk about the good stuff, a little bit more in depth of the better things that are here in this book. The naval combat. All right, the naval combat in this book isn't just good, it's spectacular. It's so well designed, I would literally buy this book just for the naval combat section alone to use in other games. And it makes sense because Limithron has done a lot of naval combat stuff, and they have perfected it here in this book. It's straightforward, balanced, and it keeps tension high without overcomplicating the mechanics. And things actually are kind of fast-paced and fast-moving for naval combat, which is just such a surprise for me. It makes naval combat fun for the first time in a tabletop game. Secondly, good stuff, art and presentation. Obviously, this book is spectacular, and it has really high-stakes gameplay. So every moment feels like a life or death gamble when you're playing this game. From singing shanties to casting rituals, the difficulty ramps up the tension and makes every decision matter. So it's more than just yar har hars and rums. It's like, oh shit, am I going to live or no? Now we're going to talk about the bad stuff, all right? Limithron's items and rewards in here. The loot system feels a little sparse for me. You got a lot of basic items, you got a few relics, but I would say that DMs might need to homebrew to add depth, or you're going to want to pick up some supplements for this thing, this Pirate Borg thing, and there is a few, all right? So you'll have no worries there. Now, the player survival is brutal, all right? And it's not for everyone. Some characters are pretty fragile, and bad rolls can make survival feel impossible, all right? Especially for magic users, which isn't for everybody. And there is a difficulty curve here. If your players aren't ready for high-risk, high-reward systems like this, the constant deaths and failures might seem a little bit frustrating. So let's answer the big question. Is it for you? My friends, if you love pirates, grimdark settings, and apocalyptic horror, you enjoy high-stakes gameplay where every roll matters, you're a DM looking for incredible naval combat mechanics, you don't mind making and remaking characters as they meet their awesome, gruesome ends, then yes. If you prefer lighthearted or long-term campaigns with steady progression, you're not into random chance determining much of your gameplay, and you want a game with wealth of items and loot built in, and you want more depth here, then no, it's not for you, all right? That's Pirate Borg, folks. A rum-soaked, bone-crunching, cannon-firing nightmare of a game. Did we love it? Absolutely we did. Is it for everyone? Maybe not. If you've braved these cursed waters or plan to, drop your tales in the comments below, my friends. And you can check out our 3-part actual play that we did, card wherever in description, to see how we fared with it, all right? And don't forget to subscribe for more TTRPG content, reviews, actual plays, and live shenanigans right here on the Grouch Couch. Take a seat, my friends, and roll for initiative and set sail with us for a little while. I've been Turk. Thanks for gandering.